come over to YouTube. But yeah, I'm ideally, to be honest, I wanted to wait for the 4 hour to close to um, see what what that tells us really. So let's have a little look. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I had marked up this morning, that I basically wanted to see some kind of pullback on the 1 hour before I even did anything. Um, you got to be really, really careful at the like uh this kind of price, because I feel like everyone is trying to sell. So everyone, be really quick to like jump in for a sell, where really we don't want to be rushing anything at this point. Good morning, Shinobi. Shinobi. I hope I pronounced that right. So if you guys want to see the full charts, I am live now on YouTube. It's Doey Trades. I'm literally only here till 9 because I've got a call. But I wanted to see if we were going to get any type of volume for the London session. So Mondays and Thursdays are now my official streaming days. It's taken a while to try and get in the habit of streaming consistently. Been chopping and changing my schedules, so it's been a little bit tough, but I've now officially left my other business, so we're going all in with trading. So now I've got a little bit more time and I can structure my time a little bit better. So how much you start with? Okay, Wheezy, this in all honesty, like, is a very tough question to answer. Like, if I was to trade with my live money, I would not trade with anything less than 1,000. But you're not gonna make, crazy amounts of money with 1,000. You're gonna, it's the more money basically you have in an account, the more money you're gonna make. And the way that I trade is I focus on small consistent wins and not over leveraging, not over risking. Like, I know you'll probably see people, they can like flip accounts, all of that kind of stuff. Like, that's just not the type of trader that I am. It's not what I teach. It's not what I, show on social media. It's just nice and chilled. I only like to risk 1% of my account at one time. So, it's a lot slower. But because you can trade with stuff, with companies like prop firms, not like prop firms, you can trade with a prop firm, you can actually start with a lot lower capital. So like I said, like, if I was to trade with live money, you could trade with 1,000. But if you wanted to trade with a funded account, if you learn how to trade, you could leverage like 100 grand, spend 500 instead of 1,000, and trade as if your capital is 100,000. Like, obviously there are rules and things like that, but it gives you the opportunity to actually build on your capital, which is the way that I've kind of done things. But yeah, so right now, like I said, look at the 4 hour. So 4 hour is just looking very, very bullish, but it looks like we're in the extension. I've made like this mistake before of thinking that this here is kind of like proper structure, whereas on the 4 hour, like, we could get a pullback past here to this low down here and still continue up. Oh, my dog's just come into the room. I don't know why he does that, but I struggle with the ups and downs. I say that Tracer because God wants to pull back. So Sam, are you looking for buys only? Is that why you're staying out? Can you show? So Wheezy, if you want to see the charts, come over to YouTube now. It's just Doey Trades. We're streaming live there. You'll be able to see everything. I'm just not risking my account getting banned on TikTok. And I know, before anyone says it, like, I know other traders show their charts, but I'm on my last warning. Good to see. Hey Kevin. I trade both forex and futures. Okay, yeah, I'm looking for higher prices for gold, but before it gives them, it will gather some lower orders. Okay, cool. Good to know what you're looking at. But yeah, ideally for me, I want some type of pullback on the for the 4 hour. And I feel like this could be a bit of an area where people go try to go in and buy for again, and it could, basically sweep liquidity here. So I'm taking it slow. What I want to see on the 1 hour is real break of structure. I'm not just gonna just jump in and buy. GU, I just don't I yeah, I was trying to start trading GJ, but I'm not really liking the look of it at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a bit of a slow day. It's the beginning of a new month. It's the beginning of a new week. It's just slow. But yeah, so on the 1 hour, we've got a low here, so we can like pull back to here and then still continue up. But yeah, I feel like if it starts to drop down here, people are going to really start to think that we are selling gold. Like I know one of my traders, he's in a gold sell already. Like he thinks that we are literally just grabbing money on the way up and then we're gonna come down again. So GJ is a problem because yeah, so that's what I was finding with GJ. Like it was just so wicky. Like I kept getting in the trade going my way, but getting wicked out. So I'm like, not really that keen on it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not doing GJ. But what was I looking at? I think maybe NAS and US 30 is still an option, but obviously that's more gonna be for New York. Um, but yeah, okay. So now on the 15, what I probably want to see is if we can break this low. So we need to basically see a bit of a pullback, and then for it to, like, for example, this is how I would have traded this area here. Obviously we're very much bullish. We get this big extension on the 1 hour. So let me just mark this up on the 1 hour. There's your high. There's the low that created this new high here. UJ gives a lot of pips with. Okay, I'll definitely have a look at UJ actually. Someone did say that to me the other day. Just didn't get round to actually properly looking at it, but I'll have a look at it. Um, yeah. So this is basically what I'm looking for the setup here, guys. We get the extension which created this high, kind of like new high here, this area here. Then we just start getting this pullback. So on the 15 minute, this is what you'll see. So just remember, we're looking at this area here inside these two blue lines. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. And if you want, obviously on TikTok, it's going to look like I'm just talking into thin air, but I'm actually talking and going through the charts, but it's all on YouTube. So trying to just build a bit more of a community over on YouTube. I enjoy it a lot more. Sometimes TikTok can be testing for sure. Okay, so yeah, this is what we want to see on the 15 minute right now. Okay, brilliant. Light's gone out. Okay, it's not too dark. Not too dark. This is very blurry. Well, that's very annoying that the light's gone out. It looks really dark in here now. Never mind. Okay, let's continue. Let me just move my head as well. I'm gonna just move myself down here. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. I see some of you have come over to YouTube as well, so thank you. So yeah, this is literally what we want to see on the 15 minute. Basically some breaker structure to the downside. So if we kind of wait for this area to be broken, like this low to be broken, some liquidity to be taken on the 15-minute, and then for it to start like breaking back up. Now it depends like what type of trader you are. If you wait for the breakout above and take the continuation, you know, okay, you're not going to get as better of an entry as down here. But yeah, it depends how aggressive you are with your trades, because, you know, the lows here have been taken. We break straight back in, so, you know, we could actually enter more here and just have our stop loss on the other side over here. Or if we drop down even more, we'll probably see a bit more of a picture being painted. So if we have a look at the 5-minute, yeah, so then like exactly this. So we've got some structure here on the 5-minute. Once this is broken, indicating we are moving back up, we can then enter technically on that continuation and just have our stop loss below this low. Just gonna read some of these comments. God, here we go with the weird comments. I will try to post my swing analysis onto Discord a little later today for this week. Amazing. Thank you so much, Sam. Guys, if you are looking for a trading community, we got a free Discord. We're just all here to help and support each other. It's completely free. We're just networking with other traders. So I think all the links and stuff are in the bios. But yeah, thank you so much, Sam. Hey, biggest suck. I don't know how to pronounce that. So Matt, I am live right now on YouTube. So if you want to actually make sense of what I'm saying, the best thing to do is to head over to YouTube now. You can ask any questions. I'm just literally breaking down the last kind of setup and what we're looking now for on the 15-minute and the 5-minute. Opposed, can you ask a question? Just go ahead and ask a question. So the YouTube is just Doey Trades. God, okay. Right. So yeah, this, like I said, on the 15-minute, when we get that continuation breaker structure is a lot higher. So if you did want to get a better entry on a trade like this, then jumping down to the 5-minute just to find that entry. I know some people are kind of against jumping down like different time frames and stuff, and but right now I'm a bit of a day trader, not swing trader yet. So I'm just looking at gold at the moment. I will look at copper and silver in a sec because I do like them, and then I'm gonna look at UJ as well, because my only issue with UJ, I don't know if Sam's still on here, but like maybe it's just where it's at the moment. I just feel like it's consolidating. I don't really trade like that great in consolidating markets. Swings will come with picture. Yeah, exactly. You got to do one step at a time. Like I went from scalping to day trading. I feel like the reason why people end up just like giving up is because they tried to go from like 0 to 100 without taking the steps too. And that's something that I massively learnt this year, of like patience. And yeah, you definitely need patience when it comes to trading. Oh hey, trucker, welcome. Thank you for jumping on. It's really annoying because my light's gone out and now it's just really dark in here. But yeah, so guys who've just come over to YouTube, I will just tell you what we're waiting for on gold, and then we will have a little play around on the other pairs. But yeah, right now, so obviously everyone's probably going to be jumping into sells, and this is how, you know, it gets a lot of people out. For me, non-financial price, but the 148 areas are good for sales. That's me. 148. 148? Oh, UJ. I was thinking, huh? uh, on gold. Um, yeah, cool. I'll look at that in a second. But yeah, I struggle unless it's like I prefer trading trending markets. So obviously, Sam, like you probably would have seen like the way that I trade a little bit. Like I need, market structure or trend lines. So yeah, if we're not in a trend, there's no trend lines and there's no real market structure. So um, I don't really look at Bitcoin that much, to be honest. Uh, yeah, don't really look at Bitcoin. It's not something that I massively trade. But yeah, so I don't know who this is. I'm not really too sure what I've done to you to make you say all this stuff. All I can see is that your profile picture is like a smiley face. But yeah, this is like why I actually just tried to block someone. But yeah, guys, when everyone's like, um, why don't you show your why don't you show your charts? It's because I get random people that just come on here and just tell me I'm scamming people, and then they report me, and then it just flags up. So yeah, I just keep my charts off here, and then we just go over to YouTube. I've just took shorts today in EU. Oh, amazing. Good luck with that. But yeah, so this is exactly kind of what we want to actually see on gold. Um, Dallas, why do I have to be selling something? Like, I don't get it. Why do I have to be selling something? Can I not just share my journey? Um, but yeah, I think gold is a good investment. So we'll see if we. Oh, they're calling you a scam. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not selling anything. I'm literally just showing my charts on YouTube and literally just yeah talking through a setup that I'm looking for. But yeah, so yeah, this is kind of like what I want to see in gold right now, a bit of a pullback, and then we'll see if we either continue down, break structure. Like for me, I'm not gonna jump into any sales because, like I said, I feel like um, a lot of people will be wanting to sell right now. From I was on Alpha Capital. I did do a interview with Alpha Capital. So yeah, Daniel Holmes. I don't know if this is the real one because I know a lot of the fake Daniel Holmes follow me. Um, but yeah, so just come. Hi. Oh, hey, Sydney. But yeah, this is exactly, yeah, for me, I can see in my messages people saying, oh, like, are you going to sell gold? For me right now, I'm not selling gold um, because I just want to pull back. So it's going to I need it to look like we've got some bearish momentum. But now we just have to kind of like wait and see. But yeah, I'm definitely not rushing anything. I feel like I learned a lot in August about rushing, and we're literally starting fresh now. We're starting fresh. I want to go back to trading futures because yeah, futures was I just find it so much cleaner than forex. I feel like there's a lot of manipulation. But yeah, the guys that I use for futures, Alpha Futures, never had a problem. Oh, I think as well, I have a 25%. I think my code is currently 25% off, and they have, um, they've literally recently just launched a zero plan as well, which means there's literally no activation fee. So you can get money off if you use the code DOEFX, and then there's literally no ping your code. Um, Pin your code. I don't even know. Can someone do that for me? Um, Mega trade, is there any chance? Because I don't even know how to write in the comments. I'm gonna make you a quick. I don't know, wait 2 seconds. Add a moderator. I've literally just added you as a moderator, Sam. um, if you can type in DoeyFX as the code for Alpha Futures, Alpha Capital. If you do that, and then yeah, so if you can you just write the comment for me and then I'll pin it. I can pin it. But yeah, so guys, this is this is kind of what we want to see right now. If we have a look on the 5 minute, what's happening? We've got some structure being broken here. This is indicated. We now just got to wait for the 5 minute to kind of turn back bullish. What's the code? I can write it. So the code is literally DoeyFX. DoeyFX. Yeah, amazing. DoeyFX. I'm literally just gonna pin this comment. But yeah, so DoeyFX on Alpha Futures 25% off, and then on Alpha Capital it's 30% with the Labour offer, but I'm not actually too sure if that's with my code. Daza. But yeah. Okay, guys, so we're literally just waiting now. I'm gonna just jump over to copper and silver, see what's happening over there. Why is this? Okay, like this morning, like copper was just looking a bit crazy. I was kind of trying to figure out where this low was. I think this low is here. So potentially we're looking for this pullback and then this extension. Is that bank holiday today? I don't think it's a bank holiday. It's not a bank holiday in the UK. Bezzy, where are you from? But yeah, guys, just to let you know, like it's official now. Mondays and Thursdays, I will be streaming here on YouTube. I'll be streaming here on YouTube every single week. Oh, in the US. Oh, I didn't realise. I didn't actually realise it was a bank holiday in the US. What bank holiday is it? Okay, yeah, so 1 hour. Let's have a look at the 4 hour quickly. Okay, yeah, so that looks like 1 hour. Let's see what's happening on the 15 minute. I quite like copper and silver because it just all like kind of correlates. Okay, so if we can kind of get a bit of a break a structure here, and then we'll wait for the 5 minutes to turn back bullish. Oh, of course. Oh my God. Of course it's Labor Day. I'm literally I'm not with it. Of course it's Labor Day. That's why we're actually running discounts because of bloody Labor Day. Oh my God. Sorry guys. Yeah, so obviously it is a bank holiday in the US. Elmo Field. Guys, if you don't like it, just literally just keep scrolling. Sydney, I don't really trade currencies. I prefer to trade commodities. So gold, silver, copper. I'm gonna start looking at UJ, but I need to get used to the way that it moves. So silver right now, it's just all looking very similar to gold. Silver, definitely waiting for some type of pullback again, like that. I've made this mistake before of thinking like stuff like this is structure when really it's just not. So all the way down here is our low on silver. 1 hour. So our 1 hour structure is here. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. If you want to see the full charts, just head over to YouTube now. And we are just marking up on silver. But I really appreciate the follows. Copper will move like gold. Yes. Yeah, I do find that copper and silver just correlate, but I just find silver, to be honest, I find silver a lot cleaner again. Just like less manipulation. Just like very clean setups rather than like, yeah, just a lot of manipulation. So obviously a lot less people trade it really, but I didn't realize that silver was worth as much as it is. Like it pretty much is the same as gold, really. It's not like that far off. Like I always thought that silver was like worth way less. I literally had no idea. Tank. Yes. Yeah, I actually really like silver. Like recently I've had like really clean setups. So it is something that I want to keep trading. So right now we've got all three of them just doing exactly the same thing really. We're waiting for 15-minute to turn bearish. Then we'll have a little wait to see if it will turn back bullish. Okay, yeah, so this is what I want to see. So obviously we've got a little bit of time for this to close. And I'm gonna have a look at UJ. Sam, if you're still on here, I don't know if so do you trade UJ the same way as you trade just normally? Do you like have a different strategy for like gold and currencies, or do you just trade all the same? Okay, let's have a look at UJ whilst we're waiting for this candle to close. UJ. See if we've got any institutional gaps anywhere near. Sorry guys, literally just reading some of the comments. I don't know, sometimes like it just naturally filters out comments by itself. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, let's have a little look on UJ. Okay, we've got like an institutional gap here, and it's really, oh yeah, because when I was just kind of doing a little strategy test, it does seem to really respect this area. So it'll be interesting if it's just consolidating though. This is my thing, like I just don't know how to trade this kind of market. Let's have a look at when was this? Friday. Oh. I definitely need to start trading institutional gaps a little bit more, to be honest, because they do really play out nicely because so the institutional gap is an indicator that my one of my business partners, he kind of created this indicator, and it just basically brings gap suits liquidity basically. But yeah, like it kind of acts as the institutional like support and resistance. And he's been collecting a lot of data based purely just on subjective trading. And technically, whenever you get to these gaps, you obviously need to understand how to trade them. But if the 4 hour, you trade off the 4 hour. If the 4 hour closes above, then you enter at the top for a buy. If it enters below, no, sorry, closes below, you enter at the bottom for a sell. So obviously, it was just playing around here, but then you finally got this like break above. If you was to literally just have an order on, I mean, and even to aim for a 1 to 3, because it's such a small stop loss, that would have gone straight through. So like, yeah, I do find that these do play out quite nicely. Just need to remember to actually go on them. Okay, this looks like we're definitely coming down, which is interesting. Got a gap here, so I'm just going to mark this up and then I'm going to come back to it later to see if this plays out. Just trading subjectively here. This is not like really doing like any proper analysis or anything like that. It's literally just subjective trading. And the reason why I can say that it works is because we've been collecting data on it, and it, like I said, you don't actually need to analyze it. It's literally just, it's a numbers thing. Hey, Hugh. Oh no, it's not a ghost. It's my little sausage dog. I don't know why he just keeps coming in and then going out again. I think he's getting really confused because obviously he can hear me talking. He comes in, sees me talking to myself, and then he's like, right, she's just talking to herself again. So he just walks back out. I think he just thinks I'm a bit mental, to be honest. He's cute though. Okay, let's see what's gold doing. 4 hour, let's go. Let's see. We've literally got 3 minutes till this closes, and then I'm gonna drop down to the 5 minute. Because this, look at this setup here. The last kind of market structure trade. We literally consolidate a little bit. We wait for it to pull back, which we did. We got a breaker structure to the downside, but then we wait for it to then go back bullish for us to then continue up. Like, I do find these trades a little bit more risky, but we are going in the direction of that overall bias right now. But my only kind of thing really is the fact that the 4 hour just looks like it needs to pull back a bit. So I'd be like really hesitant, to be honest, to just jump in for a buy, because surely it needs to pull back. This is what it looks like on the 5 minute. So we're getting this like pull. So again, like, look at the 5 minute here. We just got like a small kind of like breaker structure. On the 15 minute, it didn't fully close outside. Martin Simons. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now, so that's where I'm showing my chart. So if you guys actually want to see what I'm talking you guys through, then just come over to YouTube. It's Doey Trades. Do I use B9? No. So I'm pretty much a simple price action trader. I use market structure, daily key levels, like key zones, and trend lines. So let's see if this is going to close outside. I think with these types of trades, you just have to trade quite safely. Like, if we was to enter a buy, one, we'd have to wait for this to actually turn back bullish, which really, like, I don't really know if you want to call that as a structure level or you'd actually have to wait till we get back up here. I'm not too sure if we're going to have the volume that we need for this. And sometimes again, this is something that I've been wrapped up in quite a lot recently, is entering where there's quite low volume, doesn't have enough volume or liquidity to push it in the direction I need it to go, and then it like drops down, takes a few more stops out, and then completely goes away. So yeah, I'm not rushing. We're not rushing. It's so much. I wanted to. I wanted so much to trade forex and stuff like that, but too much theory for me. Fair enough, Max. I quite like it because it gives me something to really focus on. I actually weirdly enjoy it. I know I don't really look like someone who enjoys it, but I really do. It's just Doey Trades. So if you guys want to see the full charts, I'm just Doey Trades on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming live Mondays, London Open, Thursdays, New York Open. But I really, really appreciate the follows here on TikTok. Oh, we're at 5.1k likes as well. Thank you so much for liking the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna be here for the next 10 minutes. Like I said, like right now, volume has dropped, and I think the last 3 losses I've had has been due to entering too early. So I think, this is just coming down to that patience, not FOMO trading, thinking that we've missed the move. Very, very slow right now. So I think what I really want to see is the 15-minute. We had a really big rejection there, but yeah, for me, to play it safe, we want the 5 minutes to go back bullish to indicate that we're actually going up. Meme coins. I don't know anything about meme coins. Forex and futures, MLB. 15 min close above. Yeah, so the thing is, I've traded London session for a really long time now, and what I usually find is London session can consolidate until New York, but obviously it's Labor Day, so we may not get the volume that we need today. Oh, thank you so much for the gift, Max. Appreciate you. Yeah, price action is shit right now. Very low volume. I'm not making the same mistake of, just entering too soon. I'm in it for the longer trades, like I'm moving away from scalping, and I'm trying to focus on those bigger positions. So I'm not just gonna be super impulsive and literally just trade support and resistance. Keegan, have you entered for a sell? But yeah, so exactly, I'm not in a rush to trade right now. The way that I trade is I trade breakout of trend lines and I trade market structure. So if you guys want to see me break down on the actual charts on YouTube, it's just Doey Trades. And basically this is what I'm looking for because it did it before. So right now, like, gold just isn't pulling back. Like, the pullback's not very deep. But, on the 4 hour, we got a low. And again, for guys who are are a bit new here, I've made the mistake before of like considering something like this as a low, when really it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't call this a low. Why not trade support and resistance? I don't know, I like trading breakouts better. I'm not set. Technically, all strategies work, guys. Like, literally everything works, but I just don't feel like it worked all at the same time. You just kind of got to knuckle down on your system. Smart money concepts and liquidity trends work really well for gold, especially in Asian session. Yeah, definitely. Asia session is so good for gold, but that is not a session that I trade. Unfortunately, it is literally like 1 to 3 p.m. 3 a.m. sorry, in the morning for me. But yeah, so on gold right now, I'm looking at this as the last previous lows. So I'm potentially looking at gold like pulling back, and it can pull back all the way to this low basically, and we could still be looking for a buy. So yeah, like obviously where it's such a big range, we're gonna start trading the 1 hour market structure, which is bullish. So right now, this was a low, created this high, we broke this high, this is now the low. But yeah, this exact setup here is what we're kind of looking for with what's happening right now. So we break out and we basically move down to the 15 minute, and we want to see a pullback. So we do want to see a bit of like a bearish structure on the 15 minute, and it's good because we take out the liquidity on these lows here. Once we break, we actually get a closure outside. This is where I would look at the 5 minute, and we wait for the 5 minute to give us some bullish structure, just to show us that we've got bullish momentum, which it would have been around, I guess, like here, and then that's where we can enter. So we've had like our sweep of the lows on the 15, we've got the pullback, we've got the change of character, then we can enter. So that's what I'm basically looking for on what's happening right now. But we didn't really get a full on. Oh my gosh, my internet is lagging again. I'm sorry guys on YouTube if it's super laggy. Just having a look at some of the comments. Martin, hopefully you guys heard what I just said. When do you know when to buy in or not? Okay, so hopefully what I literally was just saying about the previous setup made sense to you. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for now. Obviously, we're getting big rejection from this area of support here. And you've got to be careful in this kind of market because a lot of people are going to be looking to sell. But then, yeah, so we did get breaker structure on the 5 minute, so we got a little bit of liquidity, and I suppose there will be a lot of people selling. But yeah, so I guess what I really want is a break above the upside. When they sell, you buy. I don't trade crypto, guys. So again, I've made mistakes of even on the lower time frames of thinking like this is structure, where it's not really. Like, to play this safe, I'm probably going to need it to break back above here and then enter on a pullback. 3 4 7 7 3 4 7. Yeah, like obviously like this whole zone right now is a key area. Like obviously, like, I can see why this would be a good place to sell, but at the same time, like, I would just rather be safe. It's Labor Day, so it's oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Andre. I appreciate that. Wow. Selling where a bigger population is. Not sure what you mean. Trade with Deck, hey. Thank you so much for the follows. But yeah, guys, SavFX. Oh, is that a Savante? I really hope I said that right. Savante. Or Savante. Oh my god, it is! No way! How are you? I'm literally Savante. I really hope I'm saying that right. I'm just gonna call you Sav. But yeah, so I've literally been on here for like an hour already, guys. I've gone over the strategy like a million times. But yeah, like I said, I've got to go at 9, because I've got a call at 9. But my trade, my stream, where I'm gonna stream is um, Mondays, London Open, Thursday, New York Open. Please trade safe today, guys. Bank holiday, US is slow. I never knew you trade to. I told you this. I'm sure we had a conversation. We traded for like years, and I know you have me on Insta. I'm literally called Doey Trades. Me, my strategy is same as yours. Been doing it for a year now. Amazing. But yeah, so obviously I'm gonna try and stay really consistent with you guys with streaming. You guys know what I'm looking for. We just for me, I need to really turn back bullish. I know you do now. Okay, yeah. So to be fair, like I've been on and off trading for like 8 years, but only really properly in the last like 2 years. So it wasn't really something that I spoke about. It was always something that I was doing in the background type of thing. But yeah, I've loved trading for a long time. Um, yeah, I think gold is risky to trade today because I know there's people looking for buys. I know there's people looking to sell. We just gotta wait. Just be patient because every time I've entered too early, you then get the perfect setup. So, yeah, I'm gonna head off, guys. But if you want to start jumping on the streams, Monday, London Open, New York. Oh, someone's trying to call me. New York Open on Thursdays. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna go because this is distracting. Someone's trying to call me. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Right, guys, on YouTube, thank you so